We're thinking, is this my very best work? How can I make this better?
School counselors at the elementary level have the privilege of working with all students, and it's an exciting role because we can do classroom guidance lessons, so we can teach them skills to help them be successful in the classroom, whether that's having a growth mindset, coping skills when they have big feelings so they can regulate those big emotions, so they can get refocused back to learning.
Does your brain change?
Yes.
Does your brain grow?
Our job is to really help build strong foundations so that way they can prosper and grow academically, socially, and emotionally.
I did put your folders out for you already.
And we also get to support students with small group opportunities. So if we have a group of students,
Breathe in like this, and breathe out.
that can benefit from an extra scoop of support, whether it's coping with big feelings,
Start at the inhale cloud, and we're gonna take a deep belly breath.
family changes, growth mindset, developing that I can do attitude,
Yes, you can blow your bubbles.
all kinds of things to help them be their very best self here at school so they can focus on their learning.
Those worry feelings that are getting out of your body.
We got this. We can do hard things.
So Miss Bailey and Layne means so much to the school. They have instituted so many programs. Just their personality, their warmth, their friendliness, and openness means all the students feel like they have somebody to talk to any time of day. That to me just instills this warmth and friendliness and comfort to all of the students, knowing they have a friend basically, someone they can talk to anytime.
You are going to squash that thought and the break.
They are sort of the heart of what we do with kids. I think lots of times teachers have the responsibility of meeting the demands of standards and academic goals, and we need to also be reminded to focus on the social emotional needs of kids.
All right, so let's share one. Let me hear one person's idea.
That piece allows the learning to happen, and Lacey and Landon are a good reminder, but also just a good resource.
No, they keep learning. Great
They
job.
come into our classrooms every month and do lessons. They build relationships with those kids too, but I think they also build relationships with us and allow us to feel more comfortable
That's amazing what a smile can do for somebody, right?
in situations that we may not have experienced before, haven't been specifically trained for, dealing with different struggles that kids come in with.
And our teachers are doing an incredible job at supporting what Lacey, Layne, and I both do within our counseling lessons. And I love the opportunity to collaborate with them because we come up with strategies that they can implement in the classroom to help support their students.
How could you adjust that goal?
We're building a solid foundation of skills that they can use here in the classroom, on the playground, in their community and home environments and beyond. So it's really setting them up with those skills so those habits are formed, that healthy coping skills, they already know how to do it. It's a habit. It's not something they have to learn after they go through a traumatic experience or life event. So it's really helpful for them to have that foundation to take it with them along the way when they leave us for middle school.
They are a resource for me, but they also give us resources to use in our classroom. Every teacher in our building has it's called a calm box, and it's got lots of different tools that we can use with students in our classrooms.
So we collaborated with our PTO that was able to fund this initiative. So we were able to get a calm down kit for each classroom here at Kingstown. And that's been really helpful because it is a common tool that any child can use. And it's not often utilized, but when it is, it's really helpful because then they're able to jump back in their learning and they're not having to leave the classroom environment to regulate their big feelings.
One of the biggest things that they do is just anticipating needs and being available. The warm personality, they're approachable.
What kind of clubs do you think you might be into?
And so I think for that, students, they're not thinking like, oh, I'm going here when I'm really struggling or I'm down in the dumps. It's I'm just kind of having a hard day and I need somebody to talk to.
You guys have a great imagination.
Relationship is my favorite part of my job. I love connecting with these students because if you can connect with a student, you earn their trust and their respect. They know that you truly care about them.
We get to see the students grow from kindergarten all the way to 5th grade. We get to develop those relationships across the grade levels.
You could retry.
I like it. We're not giving up if we fail that first time. We're going to keep on trying.
And that to me is really special. That's something that we get to do and we get to nurture.
Y'all are going to hang and have fun just like you always have.
They can come to us. They know that they have that special person here at school. That makes me feel good.
What really keeps me going is the kids. the smiles on their faces.
What kinds of things do you think a bubblegum brain thinker says?
The growth that I see, and you know, every child that walks through the door, whether they're smiling or whether they're having a challenging day, they're showing up for us, so we show up for them.
There is point in trying. Woohoo!